Hello.
We are here recording. This is the Tripwire. I'm Kyle Meir, and Randomus is out this week. We have a guest star. You heard him.
Hello.
That's Tim. And we're going to be talking about Rebel Season 9, Div 8. I have been out of town for a while, actually, but I just have been catching up on who the people in Div 8 are. And we're going to look at their Week 1 here, and then their Week 2, and then maybe even watch a game to see what's going on with them. So, let's just get into the game. So, who do we have up first?
So we got Red Run Rage versus the Night Haunt. And Red Run Rage won 2-1.
Is that Red Run Rage? Is that our halfling team?
That is indeed the halfling team.
MVP goes to Zara the Slayer, so I think that explains a bit of what's going on here. Sarah Michelle Gellar is utterly terrifying if you're any sort of undead team, and it's an undead team.
Yep.
Yee. 2 expulsions. That means the halflings are on their fouling game. And they got 2
The
touchdowns for
halfling
1.
Iron Boot is real.
Oh, it very much is. Trees too. So let's see. They had the ball for a lot of the game. Only did 27 blocks, but I mean, 2 expulsions mean they're fouling a lot to leverage that. They only gave up 24 successful blocks. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, halflings can kind of just leave when they don't want you to punch them. So you're kind of only getting your blitz, and then like if they messed up a dodge, those are the only blocks you're getting.
I recall this undead team having some pretty nice blitzing whites with tackle and mighty blow, so it should be hurting a halfling pretty frequently. And they gave 3 injuries, but I guess that's just not nearly enough.
Yeah.
All right. Dice rolls, there are certainly some numbers. Only 1 stab, 3 failed stabs. So, oh well. Throw teammate, 3. That's exciting.
Yep.
And for the undead, diving tackle didn't do anything. Armor, 6 failures. I guess that's about normal for your AV8 team. Regen did a thing. That's always exciting. Okay, cool. That's a game. Let's see, who else? Street Sharks 2-0 over Count on Us is this. Oh, Count on Us.
This is Lizards versus Vamps.
Right. I remember looking at these teams. Yep. Vampires did not do a thing. 1 death. I'm guessing that's a thrall. Who cares?
Probably.
Bloodlust. 81%. That's about normal. 6 hypnos, but only 1 of them did anything. Tough luck. KO wake up's pretty good, honestly, for these vamps. Lizards certainly did a thing. It's about normal. And the lizards inflicted a shit ton of KOs. It looks like they were able to punch the ever-living shit out of some thralls. Giving 4 injuries, 1 kill. Seems reasonable. Alright, who do we have next? Looks like Gigolo House versus Hausdorff's Home Record. That'd be Randomus's game. Wow, he got 3-0'd. Oh, what else?
Yep.
Yeah, that'll happen.
He got 3-0'd by elves, but it looks like the elves paid in blood with 19 armor breaks and only 1 Kaz inflicted.
And it's from the elves. The elves gave 1 injury, but 50 blocks, 8 KOs.
Yep,
that'll do it.
Rip.
Only thing is.
That's right. I remember Randomus was real upset about this one.
Hey man, sometimes AV7 steal.
Yep.
Which armor? No, AV7 was statistically average. Just it was all stuns and KOs. Oh, take root. Failed twice. Also statistically average. Oh man, 4 leaps, 100% success rate. That's got to be brutal. That has to do a lot with the 3-0, I suspect.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on the Dwarven end, AV9 was bullshit this game. I mean, I guess a lot of that might have been on Hobbs, but still. 55% armor is not so good.
No, it's not. Even on Hobbs, it's like you should be less than that or better than that.
Yeah, especially because you have bulls and blockers mixed in. Oh well, that's rough, I guess. All right.
Nope.
Oh, gotta catch them all versus Battle Brothers. Which are these? Oh yeah, here's our
the Bretts versus the Nurgle.
Yeah.
The very Nurgly Nurgle.
Yep, those are certainly Nurgle. But even with their fouling and their armor breaking, that's not enough to succeed over the Bretts because what did the Bretts do? They had a pass and a touchdown. Okay, yep, those are Nurgle doing Nurgle things. Armor, injury. Foul appearance did a thing to them. Dauntless did some work for them. That's interesting. That means they're
Dauntless is a good skill.
Oh, it is. I mean, we play dwarves.
It's not one you'd take like as a level up a lot of the time, but it's good if you just get it.
Yeah. Pass and a catch. 2 succeeded catches.
On both sides.
I suspect that this pass and 2 catches was some sort of passing play into a handoff. Just look at that.
Yes.
That's what that looks like to me, and that's probably where the point on the board comes from. Coast to coasting is hard if you're Nurgle and slow. Okay. Yep. Let's see. Next is Oathblow 3-O's Orcsploitation Cinema. Man, I looked at those Orc team. That's a nice team. And Oathblow is the
Norse.
They're Norse. They got a lot of skills and things. Man, 3-0.
14 armor breaks against the Norse, though.
Only 4 armor breaks, and he's got 3-0.
He's still
must be doing something.
I guess that's just his massive bench.
53 blocks succeeded. 1 injury inflicted. I wonder if part of that's fouling. Only took 37 blocks.
Yeah. I guess the Orcs just weren't able to protect the ball.
Chainsaw. Failure. 1. Yeah, that'll happen. Wild Animal only was bad 1 out of 7 times. That seems legitimate. Fireball. Huh. 1 success, 2 failures. Fireball.
Yeah, I guess the Oathblow had a lot of people out for this game. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
So if they're getting a chainsaw and a fireball, then
it's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Orcs, their armor AV9 did what it's supposed to do 87% of the time. They just didn't get there. 3-0, man. How the heck does that happen?
I mean, it seems like the Orcs just couldn't protect the ball, even though they were kind of winning on the punching war.
Yep. All right. Broken Boys are Khemri versus Punimals. That's one of our Delph teams. I forget which of our Delph teams this is. Sorry, guys. I'm learning you. Let me see. This is though MVP goes to Loner. That sucks. But they 3-0.
Yep. The injured Loner that you can't actually look at because
you didn't hire him.
Yep.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
Wow, 35 blocks to 16 blocks. This is a remarkably healthy game.
Sounds about right.
1 death sustained. I suspect that's on the Loner. Maybe not.
No, it's not the Loner. Something else. Hold on.
Khemri had to succeed at regen. And 40% dodge in your Khemri. That's how it goes. 57% on GFIs. That's kind of brutal as Khemri. You gotta make them too. Alright, and Punimals. Yeah, armor is pretty bad, but yeah, that's AV8 for you. Dodge is about normal.
So the Pananimals lost just they had another Loner lineman. A different Loner lineman than the one that got the MVP.
Got it. This is the Delph team that's floating a 10-man roster, I suspect, then. Versus the Delph team that is
9-man
12.
roster.
Well, 9 now. Yeah, no, I was looking at them. One of them's got a bench, one of them doesn't. They're both in fine shape, though. I'm looking forward to actually seeing some of them play. I think that's what we're looking at. Let's see, Rock'em Sock'em versus One Cheese. This is, well, that's clearly Okay, it's the other elves versus the
The other
Skaven.
Delphs versus the Skaven.
2-2 shootout.
Seems about right.
Yeah,
It's actually
fun.
kind of low scoring for rat versus elf matchup.
Look at this. 49 blocks from the Delphs. They were the
Yep.
beatdown. That's kind of cool. Okay, yeah, this is the one with the bench. Oh, but they took a death off this too.
Rip.
Mm-hmm. Man, the rats got a shitload of SPP out of this.
Yep, they sure did. That's 19 SPP.
All on your anime rats.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that looks like it would be a fun game. Oh well, but we're not looking at week 1. Replays have cycled, definitely. We'll see if week 2 has the replays that we might have to, but that's week 1. Again, seems pretty solid.
Should theoretically still have it.
Let's have a look. Anyway, let's just go through the results first. Stop of week 2, we've got Red Runt Rage, our halflings, losing to Gotta Catch 'em All, which is, those Nurgle.
Yep. They are very Nurgle. And
this time the halflings weren't able to do the thing they wanted to do. Nurgle, that's about right for your rolls. Halflings, that's a tree that rooted. Pro teammate only succeeded 2/3 of the time. A shame. Never stuck the line
17 SPP for the Nurgle.
Never sticking the landing is why we call it kill teammate.
Yep.
Oh man, you're right. That is a lot of SPP. 35 to 23 blocks. That's actually pretty impressive on the halfling part. I guess those trees are still terrifying, even if you're Nurgle.
Yeah, and you can generally you can move a bunch of halflings to go assist and make one punch every turn.
That's your blitz.
And the trees get 2, so that's okay.
Yeah,
sure.
Okay. Well, that's pretty normal for halflings. Oh, Oathblow succeeding again against the Gigolo house.
It's Gigolo house.
I know. I just don't care to pronounce things correctly. Alright. Wow. Those elves did not have the ball. Those Norse certainly did have the ball. Those elves actually blocked 30 to 40. That's kind of remarkable. But the Norse got a kill and another injury over it. Yep. And yeah, they took 4 KOs too. That's rough.
It looks like the elves had elf disease.
Yeah. 46% armor is about normal for AV7. Leap failed a whole bunch.
67% dodges on elves, which would be fine if you were, Agi 3, but
and you didn't have dodge.
It's decidedly subpar.
One thing I will say about Oathblow is that he has taken a lot of tackle, and I respect tackle as a skill. It's a skill that does things.
It's a good skill
that you should take.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, before he trigger hipster anymore.
Yeah. Broken
not that he's gonna watch this, but
probably not. Oh yeah, this is the guy with the Agi throw raw. And oh yeah, that fucking vampire. Look at that thing. Look at that thing and all of its stats.
Count subtraction.
It still wasn't able to get him there. But what can I say? I respect that this doesn't quite get there.
Subtraction is gonna subtract from the other team.
Yep.
That 5 strength.
32 blocks to 53 blocks. The Kenry certainly did their job there, hitting the men. 5 cas sustained. That's pretty normal when you got thralls on the field.
Yep.
Oh
yeah, it looks like Kenry just kind of Kenried all over the vampires here.
13 SPP. So this is a man that blitzes with his blitz raws because all his SPP is on his blitz raws. It's not on those Tomb Guardians. And it's a little bit of a shame because those Tomb Guardian got 2 SPP from standing next to thralls and hitting them.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the problem is that the Tomb Guardians aren't really safe to blitz with.
They're really not.
So it's like they just kind of wind up being pillars.
That's fine.
Yeah, which it works fine. It's just like they just kind of level real slow.
Oh man, Regen did a thing this game. And 8 out of 13 Hypno Gazes succeeded. That is legitimately one of the cool things about a Vamp coach is it's just a very unique angle.
Yeah. It's like a bunch of free blitzes.
81% on Bloodlust. That's about average. This looks fine. Just, vamps are high variance. That's what they do. Okay. Count on us. Wait, we just did that. Oh, yeah, this is the one that I'm hoping to watch, actually. This is the Undead versus the, one of those Dark Elf teams. Rock'em Sock'ems. I think it's the one that I like. Honestly, I like both those teams. I think Rock'em Sock'ems is the one I like better, slightly. It's the one with the more guard, I think, but we'll see when we watch it. This looks cool. I know you never expect Undead to turn into a shootout, but, well, they do have ghouls.
Yep.
33 to 30 blocks. 5 injuries, 6 KOs to 3 KOs, 1 injury. But they're still Dark Elves, so unless they're all on the ground, they can still do elf things. Oh man,
It's elves.
I'm looking forward to clicking through this one. Street Sharks versus One Cheese. This is our skink MVP. It was a loner skink, so rip.
Yep, rip.
And MVP.
That got a touchdown too.
I know.
Not only was the lowest skink leveled, I think you actually just have to keep that skink, but
no, you don't.
Just on the off chance that it rolls block.
Yeah, but this guy already has like 2 block skinks, and he could have had 3, but he took sure hands, which I disagree with. True. But whatever. You do you. It's certainly a use of rerolls on Lizards.
It's a pretty common thing to see on Lizard coaches to give a skink sure hands, because the Lizards have such a hard time picking up the ball.
I think it's good.
The only pieces that can do it are the skinks, and they don't have sure hands. So it's like it's an Agi 3 pickup that you potentially have to spend reroll on. And
this is also a division with 2 strip ball in it. I know the Wood Elves have a strip ball, and I'm pretty sure one of the Dark Elf teams has a strip ball. So
the Skaven have strip ball.
Oh, well, it would have been in this game, so I can see why he would want it. Yeah, that's honestly legitimate against strip ball in the field. So, yeah, fair. Okay. I think it's a meta choice. And yeah, he wins it.
It's a pretty good one.
Lizards win it. 19 armor breaks to 2. That is oh man. 5 KOs, 3 injuries, 56 blocks to 13 blocks. Poor little mole ratties.
Yep.
It's hard to feel bad for rats after some of the shit they pull, but
no, you never feel bad for rats. All rats deserve to die.
Yeah. They even got fireballed, man. That's rough. Set them on fire. Okay, well, you didn't get it to rat somebody. Oh well, the Lizards did their thing. Alright, Random's second game versus the Punimals. That's the other one. That's the one with the guy with the Agi movement blitzer. That thing is disgusting.
Yep.
Hobgoblin MVP, 12 armor breaks. A touchdown, a death.
5 Cas inflicted.
Looking at the spread of SPP, I suspect he's much happier with this. But, it doesn't wreck the other guy's seasons, and he didn't lose anything too valuable from what I saw from his roster. And, it's still a tie. It still doesn't take him out of a contention. 35 blocks to 35 blocks. That's remarkably even. Yeah. Okay. And finally,
so he had a minus armor. So the injuries were dead lineman, minus armor lineman, and MAG dodge lineman. So
that's right. He's fired the dead guy. You can't keep them. They're dead.
Yes.
And he probably should fire the other bit.
I think the minus armor guy is already fired.
Okay, good. Alright, and finally we got Battle Brothers versus Orcsploitation Cinema. Okay.
Orcs picked this one up.
Yeah. Alright, that is... Wow, that's double the blocks. And that's a team that relies on fouling. These brats know how to foul.
That is Orcs.
Yeah.
They will block you a whole bunch.
Mm-hmm.
4 Cas sustained on their end. Looks like only one was from a foul or a dodge or something, because Orcs inflicted 3.
This is where the minus armor on that nice Raj guard blocker comes from, isn't it? Yeah, I think that thing needs to go.
Probably.
That's rough. Like, that's a nice piece, but I think you have to cycle it. Oh well. This, I mean,
No, sorry. There's none of the injuries were anything particular.
Okay.
For this game, it was just all badly hurts. It looks like there's nothing serious on the match report.
Okay. Well, interesting. We've got a lot of teams.
So I
having
think
a lot
that
of
guy
matchups.
is just sticking around on the strength of being Rajguard.
I mean, that's pretty strong, but on the other hand, AV7 is really bad for a guy who's going to take some hits. So, I don't know. Like, yeah, dodge is a double, and it's tough to throw that away, but
Also,
man.
this blitzer Jesse run through you got 11 SPP this game.
Mm-hmm.
So that looks like it's both touchdowns and the MVP.
Yep. I mean, Samuel Ork Jackson could have gotten that, or Leork Neeson. I mean, those guys.
Oh
both
no,
had
you're
three.
right. I guess he got all 3 Cas then.
3 Cas.
Because the
and
other
MVP.
2 are the touchdowns.
Yeah, it looks like that's the guy he's just blitzing with every turn.
Yeah, I mean, is block mighty blow tackle,
Does what you need it to.
Yep.
Yeah.
That guy takes piling on in another Cas.
Yep. Yeah, it seems legit. All right, shall we check for the game now?
Sure.
All right, let's try and see this because I like shootouts. I might not be an elf coach, but I personally do enjoy a good shootout. I think it's a lot of fun. We'll see how this goes. Could be a control match that's just scraping and not quite getting there, and that's why it's a shootout. I suspect that's what it's going to be, but I'm hitting watch replay. I'll pause when they're set up.
Yep.
See, here's the part where if I were good at editing, I'd probably edit this stuff out. But as it stands, I'm going to draw interesting patterns on the screen with my mouse.
Which side are we watching from here?
You choose.
Okay, let's watch from the Delph side.
Cool. I like it. All right, yep, Calvin's doing things. Switch view to the Delph side. Click through, Delphs are set up. Click through. Oh, that is an interesting setup from Undead. Okay. Alright, additional skills, and go. There's our kick. Okay, you put it on the carrier ghoul. That's certainly your standard carrier ghoul build.
Mm-hmm.
I like this. He's trying to maximize mighty blow hits from his mummies. And he's looking to wrap around? Yeah, he's looking to wrap around this side and just sort of play in. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable strategy to try to.
I find it interesting that he doesn't go
trying to fence off one side from having any elves on it.
Yeah, he doesn't go in, and then the mummy hit just ends up going re-rolled into a both down.
I mean, you got the injury on the lineman, so
yeah, that's probably why.
like it's not the worst situation to be in here. Like
yeah, he was going for setting up for a next turn.
The ball's far enough back that they can't get to it this turn.
I mean, that
they are going to have a lot of pressure on it, so he does absolutely have to pick up the ball, the next turn.
Yeah, because that Witch Elf is in a position where it can threaten it next turn, and that Blitzer is screening.
Mm-hmm.
Seems solid. I like this play, though. Like, the way you make this a tie is by being aggressive like this. Oh, and that movement oh, wow. Okay.
Well, the moving blitz can just get there, can't they? They can
stand
just
next
to the ball.
It's good enough.
Yep.
Like, I don't disagree with the way the Undead players started this off. That's fine.
Yeah, no, it's perfectly reasonable, way to try to be set up. This dodge with the loner is kind of ballsy.
I mean, I feel like
dodge into the tackle zone. I don't know if I would.
Okay, well, right now I'm watching the loner eat a fist through the head from a white on turn 2, eating the KO. So am I a little behind you?
You're a little bit ahead.
Okay, I'll pause for a second. Let me know when that is done.
That's done.
Okay, resuming.
Yeah. Like I said, you're not far ahead, but.
Yep. Okay, well, the ghoul's just going to pick up in a tackle zone. That's legit. I mean, I don't think you can not do that there. Like, I think that's absolutely the correct play because I don't think he has the luxury of sticking around. Okay, he's screening from the back with the way he's doing that. This looks fine. Like, you can get in there and give a punch, but it'll be taking, like, 2 guard. That's... I don't think you care.
Yeah, no, it's... Yeah, this is a fine setup for the ghoul.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now the delts are kind of split, but they're fast enough that they can reposition on this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, elves can just, like... You can play elves pretty aggressively just because they don't need to worry so much about overcommitting because they're usually fast enough that they can just kind of go run back to the other side.
Well, Dark Elves are a little slow for elves. Like, you got a bunch of movement 6. That said, this guy's roster is about correct. It's got all the movement 7 pieces that aren't runners. Screw runners. Both Dark Elf coaches in this league say screw runners. And
that is
I'm with you guys.
Choice.
You're right. That's the right
runners
choice.
are not very good.
Nah, like, they're a transitional piece that you do because you can't build a proper roster to start. Or you just don't waste money on them. Also, neither of these guys has the token assassin, which is always fun.
The assassin is also not a good piece.
Nope.
So, yeah.
Alright, this guy's running the sideline here. I kind of like this. Ooh. Well. That's as far as your mummy can go without GFIs. I guess he can finish off his screen with a ghoul, or he's just gonna half side cage here. Yeah, okay. I don't hate this. Using ghouls to shore up the cage. That's legitimate. And like, there's enough elves in the backfield that it's not that bad. That mummy's tying up 4 elves there. That's about as good as it's gonna get.
I mean, for a given value of tying up, because those elves can't all just, leave.
Yeah, well, you can't roll.
I mean, they have to roll a die to do it, but it's not hard.
I think there might even be a tackle mummy on the market if this guy wants to trade up for that. But like, he's got to get through the season first.
Yeah.
That's the other reason I wanted to watch this. I have a lot of affection for both Undead and for Dark Elves. I'm not really rooting for either player here. Just rooting for death and excitement. And he's giving it. That's a surf. I like this a lot. Beautiful. That's beautiful. Have you seen the surf yet?
I'm getting there, yeah.
Alright, I'm pausing after the surf. I'll give you a second to catch up, but that's just when you have frenzy players and you're used to playing with them, you just see it. I mean, I'm half asleep, so I missed it, but this Dark Elf coach.
I said I'm not sure about leaving the Witch Elf right there.
Yeah, I'd move it 1 back. Yes, you have sidestep.
It is a GFI, but it does have size. Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it. I didn't see the sidestep there.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, nice ghoul blitz. Oh, okay. I like this. I like the handoff play to... Oh, nope.
Or we could just throw What the fuck? That's real special.
That is obviously what he meant to do.
Yep. Obviously.
Oh, man. Yeah, okay. Just get kicked by a Dark Elf. That's good. Okay. That's a good cage. Just pretend that... Actually, no, he's got that cage finished off by that guard zombie. That's fairly good.
Yeah, no, he's still a fine position.
If it had actually worked, he would have gotten the split point that turn on that white. That's real good.
Yeah.
I do love the good old blitz in with your witch elf, just dodge out. I've done that play many times.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Witch elves are just such amazing BS.
Mm-hmm. Elves are bullshit. News at 11.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nope. Let's just gonna lie down a little bit. So you go in there with the blitzer. Is that the thing that pressures the ball the most? Given that it has tackle. Man, Mighty Blow on that thing, too. That's right. This is the guy with the 2 Mighty Blow. I do like it, for all that I really, really, really like guard on elves. The 2 Mighty Blow is also pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to guess, I'd say you probably got the Mighty Blow first on the blitzer, and then later got on the Witch Elf, because the Witch Elf is the one you want it on. But, you take the first Mighty Blow, probably maybe over the first guard. I can certainly see it.
Depends on the piece, probably.
Dark
Elf like blitzer. A Lino, you're just taking guard.
Oh, yeah, but it's a Dark Elf Blitzer. It could go either way. I think it's just great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, using the ghouls to free up a corner. Okay, interesting. And runs it in. Yeah, okay. That handoff was probably the least rolls out of anything. Alright, I'm going to pause at the end of their setup.
Okay.
KO's getting up. Defensive setup from Undead. And a pretty aggressive elf start. Alright, I'm ready for the kick.
Well, there's the kick.
Okay, and now I'll be the one who's a little behind.
So I'm leading off with some Zambi punching.
Yeah. I mean, that's why they're there, right?
To get punched, yeah. Oh no, Rot Fist.
He's even got 2 of them in the Kaz box, which I like. He gotta float a decent roster. Yeah, there's Rot Fist going down.
I mean, the substitute box, but yes.
Yeah. Well, they're all next to each other. And eventually...
That's true.
What's really fun is when the one overflows into the next.
Mm-hmm. No, it's actually not possible for the Kaz box to overflow all the way into the sub box.
No, it's not.
But only barely. So if you have a full 16-man roster and all of them get injured, they'll only fill up the KO box.
Yep. Yeah, this man wants a 2-turn. Or maybe woman, I don't know. Either way, it makes sense to me. Yeah, the good old split pressure. Oh, that's a beautiful piling on animation.
You always pile onto the Witch Elf.
Oh, yes. I mean...
Always 100% of the time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I still think putting the Witch Elf there is the thing you had to do, because you got to try a 2-turn.
I think he's got enough time that he could have played a little more conservatively than that.
Yeah.
For all that I tend to play elves very aggressively, I don't think that was the right call here.
Mm-hmm. I think he's trying to, get 2 points, go 2-1 into the second half? Like, you think he's hoping to overtake the undead
That's
drive?
really aggressive. Like, that is extremely aggressive, and I wouldn't try that at all.
I mean, why else are you trying to score this quickly on Elf?
Yeah, but it's like, even if you, like, so that requires so many things to go perfectly for you that it's just like, because, like, you have to, okay, so you have to two-turn. Then your opponent has to fail to pick up the ball, and you need to take the ball from them and score. And, like, even if they fail to pick up the ball, it's likely still far enough back that you can't necessarily get to it, and they get another turn. At which point they get to either, put a bunch of dudes there to make it really hard for you to get the ball,
Meanwhile,
or they just pick up the ball themselves.
we've got the good old classic, oh, you committed to that side, we're going to hard commit to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And the ball is on a witch elf that's pretty well screened. I guess he was just trying
reasonably well screened.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that can get at it is that Zambi, and I don't think that's
that
amazing.
it's a Zambi.
It's not dodging, unless it is.
Yeah.
Ooh, well, there's our
I'll make
Kaz.
the edgy 2 dodge. Yep, rip Pixie the second.
Nope, no Kaz.
I guess it's a blitzer, sure.
Blitzers are expensive. Like, they're 100
Yeah.
gauge. Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, yeah, it's at the half, but, like, we're halfway into the game, so I guess I can understand it. Right into an injury. Okay. But it's just the miss next game. That Vandal piece, though, that's a nice piece.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, into another KO, that's right. I'd forgotten that there was a giant injury train going on this game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is how we're doing it. I like this, actually, because that's where dodge can get you to blitz the hole. Oof, brutal. Just, okay, dodge through tackle zones. Works.
Mm-hmm.
Elves. Yeah.
Elves. Or just roll 6s,
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, undead and elves are both doing what they're supposed to do here. The elves are just, going through tackle zones like they don't exist. And the undead are murdering everything.
Oh. It's about how that works, usually.
Alright, clicking through to the kick. That's a defensive elf setup. That is a pretty aggressive undead setup. Oh, the kick happened, and
it's the 1-turn setup.
Yep. That is a deep, deep ball.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to make a prediction for the second half at this point. Given that we know this is a 2-2 game, and that the elves kick to undead first, I suspect that the undead, given all these KOs, Rack-on Terror, I love that word, are going to be able to pressure the elves into scoring quickly, and then they're going to tie up the game.
Yep.
But elves are going to have no problem scoring quickly, because that's what they do.
Yep, it's elves.
Yeah, these players both are playing pretty well. Like, I don't see glaring mistakes. And there might be minor mistakes, but if there are, I'm genuinely too tired to catch them.
Right.
Like, I see your point about the elves being maybe a little too aggressive with that setup, but it didn't seem to hurt them that much. Oh yeah, good. The good old one space actual pass.
Yep.
And this is just fishing for SPP on that witch elf. Well, it gets there.
Mm.
Okay. Nope, no regen.
Yep. Regen half the time, works every time.
Mm-hmm. Every time if it's your opponents, never if it's you.
Yep.
The story of Blood Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Clicking through the halftime. An elf gets up.
Yep.
That's a setup from Undead. Interesting. And it's an elf setup. Oh, hey, that looks like a rock happened. Alright, I'm gonna pause. Like, kickoff happened, and there was a zombie stunned on the ground.
No, a zombie got punched.
Oh, okay. In that case, it just went a little further forward. Getting to the zombie being pushed and then hit again. So that's what you do here. Yep, block doing its thing. Yeah, pretty conservative setup from Undead, which makes sense. They're just protecting their valuable pieces. Wow, okay, that's some skulls. Man, that Mighty Blow First Witch Elf is actually getting there just fine. I mean, that makes sense. If you roll the Mighty Blow, you take it. The Witch Elf is the piece you want it on.
Yeah. And it's double, so you're only going to get so many chances at it.
Mm-hmm. The other one is Blodge Step, which is just fine. Well, okay, not fine if you're getting piled on by a white.
Yeah. But, you know.
That piece is just taking so many injuries from that white. Ooh, that's a niggle. That's rough. That's where that came from. Am I that far ahead of you?
You're a little bit ahead of me, yeah.
Okay, I'll pause a second after this mummy moves. Yeah, that's a tough hit from this game, especially when I don't think this guy can afford to do it. This is the one who's running the 10-man roster with the loner.
Oh, yeah.
Sinister's Dark Elves Night Haunt. Or wait, no, it's Dwig's Dark Elves Night Haunt. What the hell is the name of this team? Why isn't it up there? Anyway.
Dwig is the Rock'em Sock'ems.
Right, Rock'em Sock'ems.
The reason it's not up there is because Cyanide.
Got it. Okay. And Sinister's the Night Haunt. That's our undead.
Yes.
Bunch of elves hitting a zombie. Man. I didn't actually think that this was, looking at the numbers, this was this violent a game, but this is actually a game where I knew that the blocks were even, but they really are. Oh, man, I like that. Lineman just runs straight up to the mummy, no fear.
Well, it's a literal lineman, right?
Yeah, okay, they're pivoting after hard committing. I think the undead are hard committed to the other side because they've got the Palmer, one of the mummies, and a couple of the zombies over there. The ghouls can reposition really easy.
Yeah, the ghouls are your most mobile pieces on the undead team.
Yeah, he's got guard on one of them and guard on a zombie. That's really good.
Yeah.
Like these teams
guard
are
ghoul
both fine.
Is a great piece.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna die eventually, but until it dies, you're just gonna enjoy it.
That's all ghouls. Ghouls explode. You just kind of have to accept that as undead.
Yep. Really solid use of these loners and linos to eat the punches here. I mean, a couple of witch elves got hit, and that niggle and that witch elf, that's just really unfortunate. But, can't really do that. Go forever without it. Oh wow, just snaps off a block on that guard piece. Oh, is he just... Oh, he's just gonna hard pivot back the other way. This is cute.
Yeah, I mean, it's elves.
Yeah,
Elves can do it.
but this is still plenty of time for the undead to score. They're certainly racking up the body count.
Yeah.
Yep. Movement guard blitzer just has movement. Makes GFIs. Does his thing. Yeah, no, that's legit. That's a legit pivot right there.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know score next turn because I don't think you can afford to stall. The real question I have is,
No.
does he go for the handoff here to the Witch Elf? Because that's really where you want the SPP. And it's in range.
I mean, I don't think you hate SPP on this blitzer either, so.
No, I mean, he's got Blodge, so he's got the most important stuff. You wouldn't mind Step. Step would be really good with that movement.
Mm-hmm.
It's also really clear here that if he doesn't score next turn, he's getting 3 ghouls in the face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's setting up the screen. He's absolutely going to try and do the handoff, I think. I love the double wrestle there. And with wrestle strip.
No, he's just trying to stall for another turn.
Yeah. Okay.
Which I don't hate.
No,
like, if I'm in his position.
This is how you win this game. We know clearly that it doesn't happen, but this is probably correct play given the fact that the only path to a win here is getting a stall so undead can't, like, 2 or 3 turn you. But, like, if you give undead 5 turns, 4 turns, yeah, 5 turns it would have been. That's, ugh. I don't think you can hold undead for 5 turns with these witch elves. Not witch elf, dark elf.
No, I don't think so.
I also find it interesting, and by the way, I agree with this, that undead are leaving a fresh ghoul on the sideline. I really like that, actually. I really like not fielding the field for the 4 full ghouls on the pitch. Ooh, that's rough. That's right. We saw that armor bust earlier when we were checking teams. You still keep that. That is still a guard elf, but that's rough.
Yeah, guard elves have to get minus strength, or I might even consider keeping a minus agility guard elf.
Yeah, minus
just
strength
because
is still
guard.
A kill. Yeah.
Guard is that good.
Especially on elves, where it lets you do little things like this, where you press through the line. Oh, nope. Puts on the witch elf. There you go. Yeah. Yep. I respect that. That's legit. I also respect not screwing around anymore and immediately going for the score because your position's that bad.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Well, he didn't really have any punches he could take, and...
Also, he wanted the reroll for the
handoff, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, I think that was the right play.
Yep. So, coaches out there in Div 8, I like you guys so far. You seem to play real good games.
Out of our sample size of 1. But,
I mean, it's got 2 coaches in it.
It's statistically significant.
It's got a full 16 turns. I think that matters a lot.
Mom's got 16 turns.
That is the number of turns in a game of Blood Bowl.
Yeah.
This is brutal, though. You can't actually protect anything because there's nothing left on the pitch.
Nope. This is the part where it just gets real bad.
Yeah. I'm honestly not sure between Fresh Blitzer and Movement Busted Card Light Elf, which you put on the line of scrimmage. I think you might actually want to put the Blitzer up there.
I mean, blitzers are way more expensive than linos, even if guard lino is a thing.
Well, he's certainly stunned there right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's a 3 dice. Yep, that'll do it. Oh yeah, grab. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
He's just setting up to wrap up that side of the pitch.
Yep, that's about how you want to play this, honestly.
Yeah, no, makes sense.
I mean, it's like you have enough people that like a big enough man advantage, you can reasonably move forward. So you just want to like not give the elves any chances to get at the ball
or to hit your guys. Like I really like how he's protecting the piling on man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because this is about the point in the game where the elves go, "Hey, maybe I should look at fouling with some of these expensive pieces to preserve my team."
Yeah, I suspect that he's going to try and screen here, but you just don't have the pieces left to do it. Especially not if you have Elf Disease and roll ones like that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got like kind of a pseudo screen going, but it's real hard to
let me know when he rolls the
keep
second
it
one,
going.
because the second one gets rolled.
Yeah, I'm past that already.
It's on turn 14. Yep,
Yes.
okay. Here's your blitz. You want the knockdown that doesn't knock you down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's just a piece off the field.
Yep. It's the KO, and now he's gonna like make a little cage. And I think he's gonna try to hand off to this fresh ghoul.
I don't hate that.
Oh no, maybe not. He's just gonna use the ghoul as a cage corner. And now he's gonna step on this guard line.
Yeah, do it with the mummy.
Nah, he's gonna do it with rot face.
I'm less excited about that. Also, I think that man's fist. Oh, it's that one's rot face. The other one I was clicking on rot fist. I wonder if they're like brothers. Nope.
Could be.
Rot face is sent off. No, brother. Okay. Alright. Yeah, this is a good game. Can't really do a whole lot here as elves, but at this point you put your 2 points on the board. You did your thing already.
Mm-hmm.
And Undead is certainly firing on its cylinders.
Still making an attempt.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta try at least, right? Like, you're in the game enough that if your things do stuff, yep, there's the dodge and the push.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to. Just wants to scream.
Yeah. Like, the problem is he's got a pretty easy lane along this left sideline to try to get there with he's just got to blitz this blitzer. And that'll open up a hole for him to go through, and he won't be able to get enough guys around to screen him off.
The real trick is protecting the ball after that.
It's not even that hard.
No, it's not. There's the blitz. Only gets the push. It's no knockdown, but it's good enough.
Yeah, it's fine. It was all he needed.
Yep. Here's the ghoul going in to screen. Here's the white going in to assure the screen. Mummy going in to make it so you can't really knock the men down. Yeah, no, this looks correct. Ghoul going in to just absolutely clog things up. Surprised you didn't make a mummy punch at the end there.
I'm not. I think you want that mummy tying these guys up.
Yeah, okay. Ooh. I like that wraparound blitz.
Yeah, that
That's
blitz
pretty
is
sweet.
great. It took some dice, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Didn't get there, but still worth rolling
Oh
out.
no.
Okay. Well, I just had guard lino dodge out. Here's your turn 16. Oh, those are some dove skulls.
Yep.
Okay, no reroll left. Hard mode. But we know he gets there because, you know.
Yeah.
Two. Man, that's 3 elves on the ball. That's tough.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he only needs to get the one out of the way.
Yep, block doing its thing. Piling on. That's a good animation. I think you take the 2 dices because the 2 dices are better than the.
Yeah, the 2 dice are better than the dodge because if you have to roll 2 ones at a time rather than just a single one.
Mm-hmm. And a push is good enough.
Yep.
Okay, that was a good game.
Yeah.
Well, that was certainly some Blood Bowl. I'm looking forward to seeing how these teams shape up throughout this season.
Yep. Should be interesting. For sure.
Alright, well, for the Tripwire this week, I've been Kyle Meyer, I think.
I've been Tim Nielsen.
Alright, and I think we'll leave off on that.